Any more? Or do I actually search these shelves? Travel's Journal, Issue 1. Largely of the world outside of Fodlan. Almira. Great kingdom to the east of Fodlan. Its territory borders that of the Leicester Alliance, with a precipitous mountains range known as Fodlan's Throat acting as the dividing line. Ooh, so we get some lore here. Nice, I love lore. It's rich in fertile prairies, deserts, and mountain ranges. Albanea. A continent to the northwest of Fodlan, its frigid climate is home to numerous rare and valuable species of flora and fauna. However, the human population there is extremely small due to the intense cold and the frozen earth, which is unsuitable for growing grains or other food crops. Morphis. Morphis is the name of a metropolis of magic to the southeast of Fodlan, as well as the boundless desert that surrounds it. In the distant past, it was called the City of Illusion. Thanks to an intricate web of trading routes, rumors of its profound and mysterious magic continue to spread. And Dagda, continent to the southwest of Fodlan. Due to extreme distance from Fodlan, rumors of this relatively unknown world abound. Some claim it's a tropical rainforest, while others insist it's merely a giant, frozen plateau. In truth, this vast continent stretches far into the north and south and supports a wide variety of terrain and climates. Brigid. Okay, this is where Petra's from, too. An archipelago nested between Fodlan and Dagda. It is a land of plenty and that is often heralded as the perfect union of the gentle sea and nature's bounty. Both Fodlan and Dagda have long vied to claim this territory as their own. Okay. Sreng was once the name of an enormous peninsula to the north of Fodlan. Today only the northern half has kept the moniker, while the southern half now falls under the dominion of the Holy Kingdom of Fergus. Except for warlike clans call this great wasteland their home. Certain areas of the region are comprised of rocky desert. Dusker. A peninsula to the north of Fodlan and the west of Sreng. The people who once inhabited this area were decimated and now falls under the dominion of the Holy Kingdom of Fergus. And this is where Dedu is from, I'm assuming, because he said he was a Dusker, or Duskin, right? Land boasts nothing noteworthy to make it a desirable travel destination, but rumors of valuable minerals waiting to be unearthed abound. Ogma Mountains, the enormous mountain range somewhat south of central Fodlan. To the west, it forms the border between the Empire and the kingdom of surrounding Garrigmach and cutting across Empire territory. It is home to many animals and plants that cannot be found elsewhere, as well as a plethora of valuable mineral deposits. Okay, that's fair. And oh my god. Dear God, okay, this is a lot of stuff. Under the tyranny of ruthless disorder, the people endured a long period of suffering. The vile nemesis who proclaimed himself the king of liberation delighted in war and bloodshed. Rather than rebelling against his persecution, the people of Fodlan fell to his depths in a mad scramble to attain power through murder and theft. Yep, that's Dedu. He's a survivor of the murder. Shit! Wow, okay. That's kind of freaking metal, man. Damn. 41 years before the founding of the Adrestian Empire, Saint Saros appeared in the land of Enbar. And through the many... So this is over 1,000 years ago. Because the Adrestian Empire is around 1,000 years old, isn't it? She spread the light across the land. In doing so, she joined the shattered hearts of the purest people in Fodlan, who went on to form the Holy Church of Saros. Imperial Year 1, the founding of the Adrestian Empire. In the first year of our calendar, the glorious Adrestian Empire was founded. Its name was gifted by an oracle, and its future blessed by the goddess. Its capital, Enbar, was chosen to govern the southern reaches of Fodlan, where the divine Saint Saros also lent her power. Year 32, the War of Heroes. Wilhelm Paul Hresvelg, the inaugural Adrestian Emperor, raised an army in pursuit of the unification of Fodlan. With his might, he hunted and destroyed any house's territory that dared to seek more power. Imperial Year 46, the Battle of Grandeur. An intense battle erupted on Grandeur Field, where the houses that were allied with Nemesis and the imperial forces of the Adrestian Empire clashed. There, the imperial forces emerged victorious. So it seems like the Empire has really been sort of this force for... I don't necessarily want to say good, but this force of, order, at the very least. 91, the Battle of Tailteen. This is the cutscene we saw. The houses that were allied with Nemesis once again faced off against the imperial forces, this time at the Tailteen Plains. There, the evil Nemesis finally fell, and the Empire secured a momentous victory. That was the cutscene we saw. War of Heroes ends. The successor to the great Emperor Wilhelm I, Lycaon I, succumbed to sudden illness. The Empire, which ruled over the majority of Fodlan, took this opportunity to put an end to the seemingly endless fighting. Interesting. Oh my god, 11 pages? Year 721, the First Mock War. The Dagon army invaded across the sea. Though the Imperial forces resisted the attack and drove the enemy, the land of Mock sustained considerable damage. Invasion of Brigid. The Empire invaded the Brigid Archipelago, a land occupied by allies of Dagda. As penance for their refusal to surrender, the people of Brigid were relegated to a life of imperial subjugation. And now the invasion of Dagda. An empire that is good? Am I still playing a Japanese game? I know, right? It seems like it's, that's totally not normal. With the boon of a strong foothold in Brigid, the Empire mounted a large-scale invasion of Dagda. However, the fortunes of war were not on their side and their attack failed. 747, the Leicester Rebellion. Lug, a descendant... Lug, what a fucking name. Good name there, champ. A descendant of one of the houses that first quarreled with the Empire, raised an army to demand independence, pulling the land of Fargus into a fierce rebellion. This clash came to be known as the War of the Eagle and the Lion. So that is what they were talking about, like the mock battle, I think, later the end of the month or something? Ready for the Great Farmin' 2 part 1 tomorrow? Oh my god. Dude, you have no idea. The founding of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. So Fargus is only about like 250 years old, huh? Luke and his resistance army were victorious over the Imperial forces. The Holy Church of Saros mediated between the two, and Fargus secured its hard-won independence as the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Interesting. And then the Leicester Rebellion. Rebellion broke out in the Imperial lands of Leicester, which the Imperial army was unable to suppress. The Holy Kingdom, viewing this uprising as an opportunity to increase its own political sway, occupied the Leicester region, formally declaring it as a territory of Fargus. That was 200 years ago. What the hell? Oh my god. And then 60 years later, Fargus divided. Following the death of King Claus I, 3 princes became archdukes and split the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, that they may rule over it as 3 separate territories. Crescent Moon War, the Archduke ruling over the Leicester region of the kingdom succumbed to illness. The lords of the Leicester lands refused to acknowledge the next Archduke in line, instead plotting to rule jointly as an alliance. And this is how the... Oh my god, and the Leicester Alliance is like barely 100 years old. Oh my god. What? The Leicester Alliance was officially formed after the subjugation of hostile nobles and the removal of all opposing forces. This is fascinating. Holy shit, oh my god. I love lore. I love lore. I love hearing about all this kind of stuff. Influential figure from the outset, Duke Regan was inarguably the heart of the newly formed alliance. 60 more years have passed. The Almiran invasion. The great eastern nation of Almira crossed through the Fatland's throat and invaded Alliance territory. The Empire dispatched troops in order to help conquer this threat, and the attackers were just barely driven off. In 1101, the construction of Fodlan's Locket. To defend against future Almiran invasions, the Alliance, the Kingdom, and the Empire joined their efforts and resources to construct the indomitable fort known as Fodlan's Locket. And this is to be relatively recent history. 1101. God damn. So almost 400 years ago, Fargus... So all of this land used to belong to the Adrestian Empire. Centuries ago. That is nuts. And then the Holy Kingdom of Fargus basically split the continent. And then Fargus lost the Leicester Alliance after some succession. That is fascinating. I love learning this history. Oh my god.
I'm so glad to be a student here. If only because I get to use this library. Reading books from all the regions of Fodlan, I feel almost like I'm visiting those places myself.
That's fair. You can learn so much from books. I agree. Oh.
Brimming with the knowledge and experience of our ancestors.
I mean, you should go visit these places yourself. I'm not gonna say you shouldn't. That's the best way to experience culture and learn things. But books are a great way to learn without having to do that. It's a great way to learn on a budget. Oh god, I love reading, man. An illustrated cookbook. Reading pictures, apparently.
Swimming through a sea of countless books, tracking down that single sought-after volume, it's absolute bliss. How do the poor fools who spend their days sharpening swords and polishing armor find any joy in life?
It's a fair point, I think. I mean, sure, Fire Emblem might be an exception, but generally in Japanese games, kingdoms are good and empires are bad. Oh my god, there is so much to read. Okay, I'm not gonna read all of this, so I'll pause on each page as we go. But and for those of you watching on YouTube at a later point when this goes up, you can pause the video if you need more time. House Blatted. 400 years since Lug. House Blatted resides in Thirdiad? Thirdiad? Kingdom capital claiming all the surrounding territory. With the passing of the King Lambert in 1176, even the young crown's prince instead, even still, strife and disorder continue to plague the land. Uh-oh. So this is the Register of Kingdom Nobles. So this is all of the noble houses in Fraldarius. Tanelites is its ancestor. So the Kyphon, the sworn friend of Lug, in the lines is also related to the hero Fraldarius. So these are all the houses that are in the Kingdom of Fargus. Is that a boy or a girl? Who? Linhart over there? That was a dude. He's a dude. House Galatea. Frigid Wasteland. Lovely. That's some prime real estate right there. House Row. Rao. House Kleeman. Its great success in the subjugation of the Dusker region in 1176. Oh boy. So, House Kleeman is to be responsible for the Dusker Massacre? Whatever it's called. Alliance nobles. It's officially used by the Church of Saros. Students are forbidden to remove or peruse this documentation. 1179 edition. So only teachers are allowed, apparently. House Regan. So, the leading house. Right, and this is where Claude comes from. They have esteemed responsibility for leading Alliance Round Table ever since. The position of this House of Dukes relies on the noble rank bestowed upon it by the kingdom well before the Alliance's founding. A banana with the resub. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, dude. So this Fire Emblem is like the closest to modern day, right? So all the history here should be events in previous games, correct? Not necessarily. Fire Emblem games are not usually connected. Some are. I don't think this one is. Yeah, it's in a new, different region separate from the others. Exactly. So Fire Emblem games are games you can kind of pretty much jump into whichever one you want to. It's good for the series. Though it will be kind of cool to see like lore and little bits and bobs from previous things too. House Edmund, 5 great lords of the Alliance. House Daphne. No head of House Daphne is born a crest. Interesting. This is the Empire? Empire Part 2, excuse me. Empire Part 1. Oh boy. It's a lot of stuff. Resvelg, that's Eddie's house, isn't it? Goes all the way back to the great Emperor Wilhelm. Covering the House of the Empire for 1100 years. Holy shit. That is a long time. And they're still in charge. What? That is impossible. There's no way. There's no way that could possibly happen in real life. Oh my god. House Vestra. House Hevering. Their territories in the Agma Mountains, typically. House Bergliez? House Varley. Huh. Now Part 2. House Girth. House Arundel. Or Arundel? Yeah, no problem, Miss Wing. This current head of house is an adoptee. Interesting. House of Nouvel. Even still, it fell to ruin in 1175, permitting the combined invading forces of the Dagda merged armies to make landfall. Interesting. It's fallen to ruin, apparently. House Ox. The head of the house was lost to the Dagda and Brigid War. Bartels. 1176, many members, including the head of the house, died under unexplained circumstances. Oh god, they were assassinated? Yikes. That don't sound good. Lydia Active, I told my doctor I was constipated. He said, yeah, no shit. But, god damn it. Book of Saris, Part 5. Oh my god, what? Part 5? Part 1? The goddess is all things. She's heaven above and the land below. She's eternally incarnate. She's the present, the past, and the future. Her eyes see all, her ears hear all, her hands receive all. She was graced with the holy word of the divine goddess who bore witness to her magnificence is the one called Saros. She's the messenger of the heavens, the bridge between the lands and above and below. And her blessing shall bring tidings of peace to all. With the goddess's omnipotence and wisdom to guide her, Saros ensures that her will be done. As the goddess's sword, Saros wards away evil. As the goddess's child, Saros makes emperors of mortals. As the goddess's wings, Saros elevates her people. As the goddess's voice, Saros spreads the word of love. The sublime sword is entrusted to you. Those emperors are crowned before you. Those wings clear your path. That voice whispers words of trust. May the blessings of the goddess follow you always. The creation. In the beginning and amid the great cloudless ocean, Fodlan came to be. It's a creation myth. Gotta go. Have a good day, gamer. Oh, catch you later, Panda. Thanks for coming by. I sent you something on Discord I found it by accident. I'll take a look at it in a bit, Sarah. By the goddess's hands, plants took root, birds took to the sky, and animals roamed the land. Last of all, she created humanity. When the humans wished for power, she granted it. She gifted them the blessings of the heavens and earth. All was well until darkness descended from the north, a darkness that devoured the earth, desecrated the heavens, and threw the world and its inhabitants into a state of chaos. Face this evil force, the goddess created a new well of power. She gifted certain chosen individuals with sacred blood, allowing them to wield mystical weapons, that they may prevail against the darkness. These souls buoyed by their divine gifts, conquered the evil ones, and drove them back to the north. They came to be known as heroes. This is the War of the Heroes, isn't it? The heroes experienced unnaturally long lives, persisting for hundreds of years. Excuse me? As power passed through their bloodlines, came known to be crests. Okay, so I had a feeling this is about crests. Mystical weapons they once wielded are now called heroes' relics. And so the legend of a new age was born. The descendants of the heroes sought their ancestors' power and thusly their blood. In time, they amassed crests, relics, land, and wealth, using all to set the land aflame with war. The goddess's power, intended to stem the flow of evil, became a tool of destruction, all because of the greed of humanity. The goddess grieved, and heartbroken hid herself in the heavens from whence she came. I love these types of games. They're just so relaxing to watch. I mean, that's what I'd hope for. So, we don't have parts 3 and 4 for whatever reason, but part 5 is here. The 5 Eternal Commandments. Dare not doubt or deny the power of or existence of the goddess. Believe or you shall be smited. Dare not speak the goddess's name in vain. Okay, that's a pretty classic one. Dare not disrespect your father, mother, or any who serve the goddess. Dare not abuse the power gifted to you by the goddess. Dare not kill, harm, lie, or steal unless such acts are committed by the will of the goddess. I don't know if I particularly agree with that last one. That one seems like it's pretty much subject to interpretation. How the hell do you know it's the will of the goddess? Who makes that call? Who decides? Oh, we saw all that. So, that's all the... Wow, that's all that stuff finally read. I'm pretty sure there's still more stuff we missed.
Well...
At least I thought there was. Hold on, just quickly back to the first floor. Yeah, Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we haven't come up this way yet. Can I not? Or, oh, hold on, wait, I have to do this from here. Wait, excuse me? How do, oh, there we go. I don't know why that didn't open. Hey, Ferdinand.
Do you know of the Eyre family? We have long held the position of Prime Minister in the Empire. The Empire's power lies with 6 noble families, my family foremost among them.
Yeah, we kind of read about them, dude.
The full explanation may be time-consuming. I can give you a moment to get ready, if you would like to take notes.
Yeah, honestly, I would like to know.
All right, I will list the 6 great noble families. There's Caspar's father, Count Burgles, the Minister of Military Affairs. Then there's Linhardt's father, Count Hevering, the Minister of Domestic Affairs.
Religions, am I right?
Bernadetta's father, Count Varley, is the Minister of Religious Affairs. Hubert's father, Marquis Vestra, is the Minister of the Imperial Household.
Interesting.
Finally, we have Duke Geert, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and my own father, Duke Eyre, the Prime Minister. One day, I will take his place as the Prime Minister of the Empire. I am more talented than anyone in my class, even Edelgard. I will lead the Empire to a bright, enlightened future.
I hope so. I look forward to that.
There is nothing I cannot achieve.
What is he saying? I'll be Prime Minister someday. Don't do bad shit unless you're a high-ranking member of the church, or you can justify your holy Church of Saros. Dude, I mean, you're not wrong. Oh, God, surprise. Hey, Kibo, welcome to the stream. Hello?
Here's an idea. I hear the Officers' Academy of the monastery was founded about 2 centuries ago. The eastern region of Fodlan was being invaded by Almyra, and so the Archbishop of the time took measures to prevent the border from being taken. In order to ensure Fodlan would be safe from potential threats, she deemed it necessary to raise a generation of excellence.
This religion feels like it has a dark side. Yeah, I mean, it kind of does. Think about that cutscene we saw in the beginning of the game in the last stream, though. Like, that person, apparently we're supposed to believe that took place in year 91. Could Lady Rhea be like an ancient? Could she be one of these people who's able to live for hundreds and hundreds of years? Because that woman looked exactly like her on the fields of Tailteen. Doesn't all religion have dark sides? I mean, yeah. Typically, it's not so much the religion that has the dark sides. It's the clergy that has the dark sides. Not honoring your father and mother. There's no excuse for that. Damn it.
That is how the establishment was founded, though its purpose has changed over the years.
Oh, the choir coordinator.
I have a favor to ask.
Yes, so you have a quest for us. Find out which students are passionate about music. So there's just sign-up sheet being passed around the dormitory seeking students to join the choir. Sure. I can do that. Hey, Mercedes.
The cathedral is nice and quiet. It's so relaxing.
I resubbed. Well, thank you for the resub, Kibo. I appreciate it.
Oh, Professor, did you come to pray to the goddess?
Sure.
Me too. Shall we pray together? Oh, I'm already having so much fun.
What do you want? Magic and bow. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. There's Lorenz.
It is the duty of every Fodlan noble to demonstrate piety towards Saros.
A dark side? You mean like every video game religion ever? I know, seriously. In video games, organized religion is like the most evil thing in the world.
Have you also come to offer your prayers to the goddess, Professor?
Sure.
You don't sound terribly sure. Perhaps you are not of noble birth? After all, devotion is not as essential for a commoner.
I mean, I guess it's fair from the things we heard. Because the goddess is the one that's ordained all the houses of nobility, right?
Inside the cathedral, there is a chapel dedicated to the 4 saints. Do you know of them? Saint Indec, Saint Macule, Saint Keyhole, and...
Saint Sapline. Who is your favorite, Professor?
Now that you are a member of the church, be sure to familiarize yourself with our teachings and traditions.
I mean, that would be the smart thing to do. Hello, dead mom. I mean, Mercedes. What?
Inside the cathedral, Saint... Now that you... Inside Saint... Now that you...
Oh, view
I
quest.
have
There we go.
something to ask of you.
Collect information on the Western Church and report to Seteth. You may find an informant among the students in the courtyard. Sure. Made some strange troop movements. I will do that. Ooh, hello. Ah, these are the statues, aren't they? The Saint Indec statue. Statue of Saint Indec, one of the 4 saints. It said that he was known for wisdom and dexterity. Though once skilled in the art of human interaction, he uses gifts to help those in need. Ooh, sounds like me. He was also an indomitable warrior who slew countless on the countless battlefields. Now that's where it doesn't sound like me. Statue of Saint Macule, one of the 4 saints, said that his gift for strategy was unparalleled. He served as the chief tactician of Saint Saros, was a pioneering figure and master of the magical arts. Raises his hand. All organized religions are evil. Yeah, there's many exceptions to that rule. Okay, a few. Okay, 1. Lowers hand. Statue of Saint Sickle, Sickle? I think he said Sickle. One of the four saints. It said that he was a compassionate yet stern figure whose faith was so true he was able to perform miracles. He's the father of Saint Cethline. And this is Saint Cethline, I'm assuming. One of the four saints said that she was a beautiful and kind soul who was beloved by all for her empathy and her ability to heal severe wounds. So she's a healer. Interesting. I am happy to learn all of these traditions and stuff. I'd like to know more. I'd like to know everything. Oh, hydrate bot popped up, and I actually do not have anything to drink. Oh shit. We have to go get something in a minute. Here's hoping she doesn't actually... Well, she doesn't actually end up dead.
Here's an idea.
Yeah, I'd like to not get people killed. Okay, so immediately...
Hey, you.
What is it?
Hello.
Learn more about students who like to sing. Immediately, the only person I could think of is Dorothea.
Bridget, Elmira, Dusker, even people from far-off lands gather here at the Academy. Word of advice, Professor. There are those who don't think kindly of such people.
Gain dissidence intel.
Hey there.
That's interesting, I suppose. Ah, okay, so the students I need to talk to are glowing. Gotcha. So Dorothea, hold on. I'm coming to see you. I'm coming to see you, my darling. Just hold on.
Right.
Please. Please, just wait. I'm coming. Oh, I should have fast traveled. That's what I should have done. Hey, Dorothea. I hate to acquire sign-up sheet. Oh!
Oh, I was just looking for...
I am so sorry. I've, like, embarrassed the ever-living bejesus out of you. Most anime moms who have hair over their shoulder end up dead. Example is Edward. Oh, okay, it's because of the hair. No, I know the joke. I just didn't realize it was because of the hair.
My savior, thank you.
There you go. Renown increased. Choir practice? Oh. Ooh, this is going to take time. Interesting.
Actually...
Well done. You have my thanks.
Alright, and that takes care of that one. Leather shield, steel sword, root vegetables. Very nice. And we gotta go to the head chef, too.